There are a lot of videos out there that will claim to tell you how much a YouTuber makes, but none of them get the correct dollar to view ratio right, because there is none. But I'm here to tell you that they're pretty much all lies anyway. Today we're going to delve into the analytics of how much I make, and then we'll compare how much I make to other YouTubers and per 1,000 views, as well as tell you why pretty much everything they've shown you and everything I'm going to show you up to that point is all a lie. Let's get started. Here's timestamps for everything if you care a little more about one topic or the other, or you honestly just care about how much I make. But I'm going to go into detail about a lot of different topics, and I think it's going to be really insightful. If you really want to check out the whole video, you should. If you just care about money, then click that, I guess. Let's get started. A lot of creators view this topic as taboo because they don't want to isolate their viewers by showing how much money they make. But I don't get viewers, so I don't care. A lot of creators that show their analytics just show you this screen and say, oh, I made $300 this month. Okay, thanks guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and they'll stretch that over 10 minutes. But I'm going to try to give you as much information as possible so you know exactly how the system works, as well as how much I make and some other YouTubers that I found that showcase their analytics and how much they made. Basically, the only thing that matters is the amount of monetized views you get and your CPM. CPM is basically how much money you make per 1,000 clicks. It can be different based on your viewers from different countries, as well as different genres. So if you're in beauty, you might get a higher CPM than someone that's in tech. If you're a kids channel, you might make higher CPM than a vlog channel. Some go as high as $10 per 1,000 views, while others go as high as $1 per 1,000 views. So let's delve into my analytics. As you can see, over the lifetime of my channel, I've averaged around $1.45 per 1,000 views. Now, this number that I got to by dividing total dollars divided by total amount of views in thousands. This is what I consider true CPM, because the other CPM is based off of how many monetized views you have. This ratio is based off of total revenue divided by total views, giving you a nice, consistent, easy to remember number versus, oh, this is based on monetized views, while you can't control how many monetized views you get. True CPM does fluctuate from month to month. This month I'm averaging $2.30 per 1,000 views, which is nice. Each YouTuber is different too. Let's look at a couple different examples by viewing other YouTubers' analytics. Okay, so for Mr. Jake's Very British Reviews, he gets a total of 3,220,325 views. So we're going to average that and say just 3,220 because we're doing thousands of views, right? And he has his estimated revenue right here of $6,359.91. We're just going to round that up to the nearest dollar, and let's do our estimations. He's making roughly $1.98 per 1,000 views, which is actually pretty decent. That's good. I say that's about average. Then there's this person, the budgeting wife. Let's look at her analytics for a little bit. As you can see, she has 60,000 views, as well as a estimated revenue of $415. Her CPM is actually very, very high. 415 divided by 61, my bad, gets us an estimated CPM of $6.80 per 1,000 views. So this person, she's doing quite well for herself in terms of how much money she makes every 1,000 views. So good for her. Then the third person we're looking at is this girl named Jillian Perkins. Based on her analytics, she's making $2,391 divided by 359,000 views. So that gets us a rough CPM of $6.66. So she is also making quite a bit of money per 1,000 views. So, so far as you've seen, the first person, Mr. Jake, makes much lower CPM, while these two ladies make much more CPM. And you'll see that it still fluctuates depending on different creators. So let's look at our third creator right here. This person is Autovlog. He had a video go viral, and this is his analytics for this one particular video. I couldn't find much analytics for his entire channel throughout this video, but here's what stood out. So let's use this data. And he's averaging roughly $1.46 per 1,000 views, which I'd say is a little bit below average, but this is just one particular video. We don't know the whole thing, but that's roughly how much he makes per 1,000 views. Now, the next person we're going to look at is the man, the legend himself, Mr. Beast, right? So let's take a quick look. This is a video he made in 2016, revealing how much he made in terms of revenue. Back then, he was much smaller, so let's see how much he made per 1,000 views. Okay, so he made roughly $2.75 per 1,000 views, which is pretty good. If you can use that to estimate how much money he made off of YouTube alone now, you probably can. You can just look at his total views and multiply by that number. You can just find his total views, divide by 1,000, and then multiply by the CPM number, and you'd get that number. He makes a lot. And this channel, Style with Substance, also has some analytics we can look at. However, I could not find any information about her entire analytics. However, we do have what she had for the last 28 days, so we can at least get a nice little estimate of how much she made per 1,000 views. So again, we're going to do what we normally do. Divide $239 by 63, because thousands of views. And she's averaging a CPM of roughly $3.80, which is also pretty nice. But the other two girls we saw average more towards 6. So in general, I feel like girls make a little bit more on YouTube than guys make. And then there's this video that went viral a couple years ago because this person vexed show how much he made. Let's see his CPM. He made a CPM of roughly $2.62 per 1,000 views, which is also pretty nice. So far as we can see, CPM just varies wildly all across the board. Then there's this person, the DDG family. He has a bunch of ads in his video, but you know, let's forget about that. Hopefully that pays him well at least, right? Let's see. He had a total of $33,237. So his CPM is roughly $3.21 per 1,000 views. So as you can see from all the data, different YouTubers make different amounts of CPM, but on average, it seems like the guys made less than the girls. But then again, we only had 2 examples for girls. On average, all the guys made around $2 per 1,000 views, while the girls averaged $6 per 1,000 views. So keep that in mind. If you want to get a general idea of how much a YouTuber makes, just take their total amount of views that you can find on their about page on their channel, multiply that number by the $2 if you're a guy or the $6 if you're a girl, and then divide by 1,000 because we want per 1,000 views. And that would give you the general amount a person makes on YouTube. It's not an exact science because you don't have access to all their analytics. This only pertains to YouTube revenue. This doesn't pertain to other stuff like Amazon affiliate links and sponsorships, stuff like that. This is strictly YouTube income alone. You can see there are substantial variations between one channel versus another. Different YouTubers make different amount of money. I assume since I'm a tech channel, a lot of people in the tech community know about ad block and know how to use it, that I don't get as high CPM. So that little red button that tells you to subscribe, it doesn't really help your favorite creator out. They don't make any money off of that. But how they do make money off of you is the fact that since now you're subscribed, you are more likely to click on a new upload of theirs, which then gives them a view, which then gives them the potential to make a monetized view out of that. So the initial burst they get when they release a new video gets them a nice hefty check next month. So here's one of the things that some YouTubers don't show you. Those Amazon affiliate links that they post in the descriptions do make them money. But how much? In the past, I haven't really relied on Amazon affiliate links, but I've started to use them a lot more and added a lot more to my video description. Help a guy out if you want. But the revenue you gain from that is just a fraction of how much you make off YouTube AdSense. But during the holiday season, it does blow up like crazy. They don't really show you lifetime earnings, so here's how much I made in 2018 on the Amazon affiliate program. Then there's a lot of people who do a lot of intro, outros, and sponsorship spots, such as those things you see for VPNs, Honey, Squarespace, stuff like that. Those vary in value, so they can really change how much you make off of YouTube. However, I've never had one of those, so I can't tell you how much they go for, especially for a small creator. But companies do send small channels cool stuff to check out every once in a while. So that's it. A small YouTuber makes decent money, right? It's a great part-time job for someone? No, not really. So here's the part that YouTubers don't tell you. When you work at places like McDonald's or Walmart or any other US business, you get a paycheck, and in that paycheck, they tell you how much money you made, and then they take a specific amount away for tax. You don't get that with YouTube. Great, right? That means I don't pay taxes on it. No, actually, the opposite. If you do YouTube, the AdSense revenue isn't taxed yet, which means at the end of the year, when you're filing your taxes, you do have to pay tax on that income. But here's the difference. When you're working for someone, you pay much lower taxes on your income. But now that you're technically self-employed, you pay a whopping 15.3% of your YouTube income. Something similar probably applies if you live in different countries as well, but that's how much you have to pay if you live in the US. This is a significant thing that many YouTubers forget to tell their audience, but it's also very, very important because this impacts significantly how much money you take home from YouTube AdSense revenue. But running a YouTube channel also requires you buy things you normally wouldn't, like a camera and a mic to record, and if you're a gaming channel, new games as they launch, and if you're a beauty channel, new makeup as they launch, if you're a tech channel, new gadgets to review, and if you do skits, you gotta buy props and costumes. Or if you're Mr. Beast, you gotta spend money to make money. All these things aren't free. It's crazy how uninformed people can be about this topic, because I have friends who know nothing about how YouTubers make money, and they ask me all the time, is it subscribers, is it views? And it's sort of a mixture of both when you think about it. If you're doing YouTube, do it because you love it. Don't do it for the money. You're not gonna be able to live off of this income unless you're pulling in 1 to 2 million views a month. Anyway guys, I hope this gave you a new perspective on how YouTubers make money, and I hope you also found it insightful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.